What's up? It's Phoenix Bars, the Paradigm Killer. Once again, family. Once again. And I've been waiting to break down this movie for a brick. So I'm just going to break it out and start getting into it because it ties into the X-Men Apocalypse movie. So this is the Stargate movie freestyle. This is one of the best movies. This is one of my favorite movies ever because they telling a lot of fucking truth in it if people can stop and see it. I want to start first with the opening credits. How the music starts off when they're on when they're on a certain part of imagery, because what they're doing is they're showing you the mask at Ra and the supposed gods wear. They have actual technology where they push like Sky-Lord's mask. Like Sky-Lord's mask. He has the button, you push the button, mask comes on your face. The evil beings in this movie have the same technology. You push a button, a mask forms on your face. So we got to come to terms with how much truth that is. How much truth is in that. Because you see on the ancient walls, you see people with deity heads. So we're going to have to do some more research to find out if this is just this is just them really adding something on to the story later, which I don't think so. I think I don't see too much originality in these people, to be honest. So, like I said, it's probably in a text that they don't have, publicly out like that, or in a text, or in one of these texts that has been left untranslated. Because I tell you, that's how they get down. They don't translate the text. So if you don't have the willpower to learn the language, or if you don't have the money or expertise to get these texts translated, you're not even going to know the title. Okay? And I just want to speak on one more part on that on the opening credits. How they're going up, they're showing imagery, and the music is all pleasant. It's like, there's a nice little music in it. But then when they get to the top of the helmet, when they're getting closer to the Ra face, the music changes. Peep game with that. The music changes right before they show you that Ra face with the glowing eyes. And the next point I want to jump on. Oh, and before I go to the next point, just like I said in X-Men, they make Ra, the sun god Ra, evil. Come on, guys. I'm almost to the point where people gotta understand, if they are so corrupt and crooked that you almost can judge your life on doing the opposite of what they do. That's what I want people to see. If you do and think in opposites of these people, you are, that's the beginning to walking the path. Okay? So, boom, the keystone. I think this is very powerful about the Stargate, and they tell you how to, in a way, locate certain things. You have the keystones. You have the keystones which you use to know how to use the Stargate. You need this keystone to even begin to operate the Stargate. Peep game on how they do this. Above and below, as above is so below. They tell you the keystone they find on a pretty much on a different level of excavation. They find it above the Stargate. Okay? Peep game with that. That's very powerful. I ain't even gonna go into it like that, but that is very powerful, family. I think it's cool. He's at the lecture. He's telling them that there's clearly a more ancient form of language, and all of these scholars think he's batshit crazy because they totally believe in his system. And see, that's what I'm talking about. That is the destruction of black civilization. Totally believing in this fucking system will get your anus played with. Point blank and period. Point blank and period. So you have all these so-called educated people who can't use common sense. They have no critical thinking because they can't think on their own. If it's not the story that they've been told, you're crazy. And that's what I think they mean by in the Bible when they say when Jesus says that my people will die from lack of knowledge, because you have people, you believe in you have totally believed a lie, and instead of getting over it and being like, yeah, I was lied to. Hey, people get lied to every day, and making them changes and moving forward, you hold up the lie, okay? So I just think that's cool. A whole bunch of smart, dumb motherfuckers in the room. You know what I'm saying? He's the smartest motherfucker in the room, and all these dumb motherfuckers just try to shit on him. Crazy shit. Boom. It's deep. I think it's deep that Daniel in the movie, he's on rock bottom when she meets up with him. He's on fucking. He is rock ass bottom. He has nowhere to live. Everything he owns is in 2 or 3 bags. And then this lady pops up offering him a job. I think that's key. It's something about hitting rock bottom that if you that's when you separate the boys and the girls from the men and the women. Period. Only a man, only a woman can smack that ground hard and get back up. A lot of people, they smack that ground and they stay down. So I think that's powerful. Okay, then so we're to the part where Kirk Russell comes in, and see, he speaks to what I say about you know, us putting all these unbalanced people in leadership positions. He's a general, and I get it. Yeah, this was a mission. See, that's the other thing. Let me stay on point because I'm gonna get to that shit later. But you got this person who's not balanced. This person who hasn't even been strong enough with himself to deal with the loss that his irresponsibility in a way, and the loss he's been through, because you know I'm into guns like a mother, but it ain't no leaving no guns around. You ain't never going to catch me just leaving no weapon around. So like I said, it speaks to the ignorance. He felt like because he's a general or a colonel that real shit don't happen to you. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter who you pay dues to. Real shit happens to everybody. So he hasn't even come to terms with that yet. But he's leading this mission, and the government knows him because they see him as dispendable. That's what I'm saying with you people. The government sees you as expendable. Wake up, family. I think it's key when Daniel goes to the underground base, okay, and he's like, he's walking around, he's like trying to figure out what's going on, and everybody but him knows him. I think that's powerful, and I think that's something people need to stop listening to what these fuck niggas say and start using critical thinking and start peeping game quickly. That's what I want for us to do. Peep game quickly. See, because if Daniel would have peeped game a little bit quicker, he could have manipulated this situation a little bit more in his favor. Especially going in a situation where you're not trained, You know, you should have peeped game. Everybody knew you. You had the three you had the two linguists um basically semi worshiping you on the low. If you ain't even people, you're so your senses are so stimulated by all this underground bass, and your mind is, you need to focus. You should have been able to see that. Damn, these people. Why these people all leech like to me? Watch them leeches. He thinks he's nobody. I'm gonna say this. This is my previous point, but I just think it's cool. He thinks He thinks he is nobody, but in actuality, other people see him as the fucking shit. He's down on his luck and he's beat the fuck up, but other people see him as that motherfucking naga. Peep game. Speaks on how Daniel, he retranslates this dude fucks a translation up. And that's why I think it's happening to us. You have these people who follow how they were taught to translate shit. They don't use no critical thinking. They never think out of the box. They don't try to compare language. They not doing none of that. They taking a basic diction. They have no critical thinking, family. So Daniel destroys this man's translation in less than 60, in like a minute. In like 2 minutes, he destroys his translation and gives you the proper translation, which they can then take and convert into the process to power the Stargate. I mean, to punch in the directional codes of the Stargate in less than 2 minutes. 2 years, and that's what they say in the movie. Oh, so you telling me the general, I think the general at this time, he said, "Are you telling me that you translated in 14? Are you trying to tell me that you have done in 14 days what they have been trying to do for 2 years?" Peep game to what I said about how fast I came into this knowledge. People, what I said on how fast your genetics unlocks when it needs to. Peep game. I think this is key on how the system works. And cause Daniel, it was this part right before he made his big breakthrough. And he's like, "Dag, I'm never gonna get paid." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Damn, I'm never gonna get paid." And that speaks to the fuckery of these people. Because my thing is, if you want to bring me on some secret mission, and you know I've been broke, you know I ain't have nowhere to live, motherfucker, you better give me some cheese, nigga. If you want me to, and see, that's what I'm saying. We gotta start being real, and we gotta start standing up for ourselves. Because nigga, I ain't translating shit until I get fucking some of that bag, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You nigga, he should have hit them. He should have hit her with the, "Yeah, okay, you want me to take this job? I need cash now. I'm fucked up out here." Don't go into situations fucked up, because that's how they keep you in fucked up. They'll buy you everything they need that you supposedly need, but they won't give you money for freedom. They will give you, like, the system, like how what's fucking welfare. They give you whatever you need. They give you anything, but they won't give you money. They'll give you anything but freedom. And I want y'all to peep that shit. All right, I'm pretty much gonna end it there because I ain't gonna be able to get through everything I want to. So, peace, family. It's Phoenix Bars, the Paradigm Killer. This is the Stargate movie Decoded Part 1. Peace.